Hello everybody, welcome to day number 975,400,000 something. I don't fucking know. Another day on the MGB. It's too many days, most of which have been due to weather. We're still trying to sort out timing problems. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of getting to a point where I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. But I do have spark now, which is good. Well, it's on the ignition stroke. It's a matter of remembering which valve is exhaust and which valve is combustion. But either way, I think we were out of time before. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to bite into this again. For the timing, I have to figure out, number one, when it's at cylinder one, which is easy enough with this, but I have to figure out when it's on the exhaust stage, when it's on ignition, which should be fairly easy. So I'm going to look that up real quick because I've already forgotten. I literally just looked it up and I've already forgotten how this is supposed to be set. So yeah, give me a minute. I'm going to look that back up again because I have no idea why in the hell I forgot it so fast. I know right now it's on cylinder 4. I just don't know if it's on compression or not, or if it's on the ignition side of it or the exhaust side of it. So I'm going to look that up real quick. Then I'm going to try to cycle this around again, and hopefully it'll do something. So give me a minute. We'll be right back. All right, so we've adjusted the timing. I don't know if I got it right. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hoping I got it right. Let's give her a shot. Turn it. Come on. We're still running it's an automatic choke, but we're having to activate it manually. Give me a second. Yeah, go ahead. Come on. Oh, no, the battery's running out. The battery's dead. We're so close. Hop out for a second. I don't think what I'm about to do will make any difference. Oh, there went that. Ugh. Oh yeah, I don't have a throttle cable. You murdered it. There's too much shit in it. Just give it a second. It's all good. We'll get it. She's trying.
Battery died?
Maybe? Oh, wait, no, I don't have any of those hooked up. That is right. Man, it's like right there. Oh! I don't know that the battery's the problem because it's cranking pretty strong. I think that might be the problem.
Well, we were looking at thinking of just rebuilding the other carburetor.
Yeah.
These smell delicious.
All right. Go ahead, hop in, turn the key. I'm gonna hold the throttle open. Well, it might just might not be getting enough air. Yep. All right. I have an idea. We're gonna give this thing a splash of gas. I have an inclination it might start if I got the timing right. See what happens. Kicker.
I turned it off. I saw it about to fall, so I turned it off.
Well, it started. It runs. Kinda. We don't have a throttle cable. Kick it over again, see what happens.
I turned it off.
Well, I'll be damned. I did something right. Take that, Mom and Dad. It only took 34 years, but I did something right. Well, I'll be damned. Well, it started. I don't entirely know what to say about that. So, in short, what I did was just pull the valve cover and turn the engine over until I got it to where it was at top dead center in accordance to the valves. And then I reset the distributor. The problem is that technically the distributor needs to go 30 degrees, or well, not 30, it's probably less than that. I don't know how many degrees. It needs to go a couple degrees in the other direction. It can't because the starter's in the way. I don't understand. Why unless something else is fucky with that, something's backwards that isn't supposed to be. Because every other picture I've seen of that type of distributor, the bell end is on the top, right? And it's got this little screw bit on it for your vacuum advance. That's what it is. The bit for the vacuum advance is on the top. On this one, it's on the bottom. Is it possible that the key weighs 180 degrees turned? Yeah, probably. But it started. And it started, and then it tried to run away, which is weird. Because I don't know if maybe that throttle is open just a little too much. You know, maybe the choke is too far in, which could be. I didn't think about that. But it starts. So now I've got to take that carburetor off because I don't have the brass plugs for it, and they won't get here for a while. And I'm going to reserve that carb for the Datsun, and I'm going to put the old carburetor back on this. Now, I don't know if it's overjetted for sure. What I do know with 100% certainty is that that carburetor had too much power going to it. It had 10 psi coming to it out of jets that might not have been correctly sized. Now it'll have 3 pounds of fuel coming to it out of jets that might not be correctly sized. But hopefully that makes a difference somewhere in the middle. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to find or make a throttle cable for this thing, because the throttle cable that we got from where do we get that from? Advanced?
Mm-hmm.
Was a 42-inch throttle cable or something crazy like that. I don't know what the hell that goes to. 36? So we do one that's like a 24.
Correct.
And it's way too big, but they gave us the wrong one. But I don't think that whoever was working that day was paying that much attention to what they were doing, because they definitely would have noticed that this MGB is like fucking 36 inches is half the damn car. I'm not reaching it all the way out here. I'm reaching it from that pedal to there. That's 24 inches. I measured it. But we'll get that sorted out. I've got a couple ways we can get that sorted out. I got to find my trunnion piece, which I left here in the... got to find the trunnion piece that I left sitting up here that I've lost. And then I can put that in, and I can just reuse all the old parts of the carb, throw it on, see if we have an active throttle cable, and if we do, we might actually be able to drive this thing this week. I did notice a troubling trend, though, which is that this thing is using a ton of battery. Now, could it be that it's from having to be repeatedly started and trying to fight it to get it to where it's correctly in time? Yeah, 100%. That could be what the problem is. The problem could also be a bad alternator. So I'll have to sort that one out. But hey, it started. I don't know if this is going to be its own episode or if we're going to push this one a little bit further, because I have one more filler thing that I can toss in there. And we've got an episode about the new truck that's also coming up. So this one might be pushed a little bit just so we can have this thing driving. And if it is, I apologize. But I figure just getting it to start isn't enough for some people. So a handful of people that have watched these since the beginning know this thing has been an absolute pain in my ass. So there's nothing I would like more than to get this thing started and running. And actually drivable. That would be stellar. So that is the next step. So I will see you guys when I see you next. Take care and have the day you deserve.